Welcome back everyone to George James & Associates Research Tools channel. We had just transformed our first variable. This one was the industry. And now we're going to just do the exact same thing with the service category. And so I'm going to give us a little bit of breathing room here. And it's going to be the same thing, right? So we're going to do Q2 transformed, and then we're going to do service category. And again, I'm uppercasing this because this is going to be my way of telling myself, hey, if it's in all caps like this, it's going to go into the next worksheet for the regression ready columns. So, all right, so we're going to do the exact same thing that we did last time, which it's going to be Q2. So financial accounting is going to be number 1, is equal to 1. Managerial accounting number 2. Finance is number 3. Bookkeeping number 4. Consulting number 5. And then other is number 6. I'm unemployed is number 7. So, all right. So once again, what we're going to do then is we're going to sort this. And yeah, with only 90 observations, I don't care if the 2 title ones get thrown somewhere random into it doesn't really matter. And you always want to expand the selection. So, okay, so I had come back and I probably did this prematurely, but a bunch of these, if they had put, there was another column that was here where if they put other and then they actually put something in there. So yeah, this really goes to other. And so if it's not financial accounting, managerial accounting, finance, bookkeeping, consulting. So bookkeeping is a 4. And so we're going to drag that down here. Yeah, I should have just said other. That was really dumb of me. Okay, consulting is going to be 5. And once again, when you only have 3 consultants, like that's just not good. And then finance is the 3. God, okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna need to I'm probably gonna need to just do a similar lump. Okay, I'm unemployed. So first off, we're gonna switch that to unemployed. Okay, and then unemployed is gonna be 7. I think is what I said, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay. Okay, so all of these are other. Okay, managerial accounting is number 2. Operation, like all of these, right? None of these are. Okay, that's other. That's other. Okay, and so other is going to be a 6. So I'm just going to go through here, and I'm going to fill all these other boxes in. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you think that data cleaning is much more elegant, and probably for some people it is. But okay, so now we have, let me just make sure, right? So we've got 7, so I'll count up 7, 6, 5, 4. Where are the 3s? There are only like 3 of them, right? 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. All right, so then we come back to our response order, and we're going to, once again, do smallest to largest, and then we've got to insert and then cut. And yeah, this is slightly annoying. I would be doing something. I'd be doing like more custom sorts, I guess, if we had more than a lot more than 90. Okay, in our 90 observations. Okay, the next question is birth year. And this is very easy to do. So what you do is you just say, right, so we're going to do Q3 transformed. And here we're just going to put age. And so what we do now is we just do 2023, because that's the current year, minus this, and yep, and then why is that being weird? There we go. Probably because it wasn't wide up. All right, and so if it's 2023, I'm gonna, because that means that they didn't put a birth year. I don't know why they just don't. It's so annoying when people just don't follow instructions. It's like, dude, just put your birth year in there. So yeah, excuse me, we had like 5 or 6 that just didn't follow instructions on that question. So all right, so now here we have the age. So there we go. Yeah, continuous variables are great because you don't have to do a whole bunch of transformation or anything. So it's fantastic. Okay, and then gender. Okay, this also is easy. This is a dichotomous one, right? And if it's dichotomous, the great thing here is that um, because it's dichotomous, we don't have to do a whole bunch of other goofy stuff, right? So what the nice thing is that it's either going to be male or female. I think. Prefer not to say. Okay. Prefer not to say that just means you didn't do it. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, it's not dichotomous because I forgot. I did allow for non-binary. There's only one person though. That's not going to be enough. Yeah, that's going to mess the results up if there's only one observation and a third bin. So good for this person for putting their non-binary gender fluid on there. I did have like trans. Well, you can see I had for gender. Yeah, I had male, trans female, other non-binary fluid, gender fluid, whatever, and then prefer not to say. So I had a whole lot in here, but it's just pretty 99% of everyone, almost whatever that is, 95% of everybody identifies as male or female, which means that everybody else, right? I mean, there's a couple of prefer not to say, or they just didn't answer it, but there was only one that answered as like a non-binary gender fluid, and there were no trans male, trans female. At least not, and that's the thing, right? This is one of the challenges with data is that I put this in there because I want people who are trans male, trans female to feel confident that they can that their identity is being preserved in the data. But if a lot of them are still like there, understandably, there's a lot of people that feel even in an anonymous survey they don't feel comfortable with saying that they're trans male or trans female, even though they know in their heart that they are, and so that's really sad. But what happens is that they're going to be blended in. Essentially, they're going to be amalgamated into essentially cis male, cis female, and so there's nothing you can really do about that. Um, yeah, it's unfortunate, but here, so it is going to be dichotomous because there aren't enough observations to do anything else with. And so it does suck. But that's just the way it is. Okay, so so we can do the code, we can do the logic test easily for a dichotomous variable because it's either one or it's the other. And so it doesn't really matter whether a one is female or a zero is female. It doesn't really matter. And so I mean, looking back, if you think, for instance, that I'm interested in a male because I want to know if males are the ones that are more likely, then you can just say, okay, fine. If this equals, try that again. If this equals male, then a one, otherwise a zero. And then when we expand this out a little bit, so you can just easily check: is this a male? Yes. Is it one? Yes. Okay, good. Is this a female? Yes. Is this zero? Yes. Okay, so it worked. So this is if it's dichotomous or continuous, it's super easy. If it's categorical, though, if it's categorical, as you saw, then that's when we get to, and we're not done with the categorical variables, by the way. All we've done is put them into, um, all we've done is put them into the, and actually this isn't even correct because we're not going to be. I'm going to italicize these. Yeah, so age is going to go, gender is going to go as is, but these categorical variables are actually not. Reason being is because we've got to split these. We've got to create a separate dummy variable for each one of these, right? So we have to get 7 dummy variables, or however many we're going to do, when we collapse them together. And the same thing is going to be true here for race and ethnicity and marital status. So. All right, we're about at 10 minutes and 30 seconds so in this video. So I'm gonna continue on with race in the next video.